see how we go. So yeah. Start a new game. Oh, and yes. Content warning. Have I left that up there long enough for everybody to be okay? You think so?
My name is Sam Walls, and I'm a dead man. Well, kinda dead at least. See, I'm a vampire. Now, if you think that means all that Dracula hooey, like hissing, wearing skin-tight leather, and hunting mortals for sport, I wouldn't blame you one bit. That's exactly the sort of thing I did in my younger years with my former gang. And let me tell you, a vampire who's good with a gun can be a real terror. I got lucky, though. I met some kind mortals who saw beyond my fangs. They taught me my letters and showed me how my thinking was keeping me from finding any kind of peace. After they passed on, I roamed America's majestic wilderness for nigh on 90 years, figuring out myself and what it means to be a vampire. And I found revelation. What I realized was, it ain't fangs that make
Trying to
us
work out what his book
monsters,
is.
it's the self-defeating ways we think. Anywho, as the world started getting smaller, my old vampire gang tracked me down. Them being my kin, I wanted to help them see the world like I did, but they still have the same monster mindset I used to have. Good thing I'm a quick draw. But I got hooked up with this newfangled internet thing and found a vampire who's helping my kin find their way.
He's so
Fella
cute.
named Andromachos, supposed to be 3,000 years old. He
Oh.
invited me to come out to Europe to learn from him. I figure someone older than time has got to have the answers. I'm going on a trip, I guess. This feels like my opportunity to do some good in the world. I've been lucky, and now it's time to give back. Vampires ain't monsters. Or at least, they don't have to be. And come hell or high water, I'm gonna prove it to them.
Damn, that's quite the intro.
Well, I think this
The
is the
music is
address.
amazing.
Number 27, Clean Flitter Mouse Streeb?
I'm not even going to attempt that. I don't think I've done German since I was 12. I am not going to attempt that. And I wasn't that good at it then.
Sure is a hell of a lot of ruckus for this time of night. People stay up late here. Wait a minute. These folk are vampires. Better watch myself.
See, part of me is like, I know what's coming up. I know what's coming up. But I'm just going to let you discover it the same way I discovered it. Let's just...
Guten Abend, folks. Sprechen Sie English?
Ja, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club?
For anybody who's not aware, that is Matthew Mercer doing a German accent. It's quite something. This character is quite something. Ooh, what am I gonna say? Ask about the club.
Well, what's so special about this club?
Immernacht is the greatest club aller Zeiten. The owner makes sure everyone has a good time.
If anyone acts without respect, they are banned from the club forever. You are free to do and be whatever you like, as long as you are harming no one.
Und I hear that they are now attracting sexy old cowboys.
Wow. Sam?
Shh, Maxie, he is old enough to be your grandfather.
I think that's what she's going for.
Oh, come on now. You're just flattering me. I'm only a couple 100 years old.
Oh mein Gott, he is so cute, Reinhard. Can I keep him?
He's very cute. Ask about Andromakos. I think I'm saying that right.
You mean the club owner? Ja, das ist why we're here.
Oh.
If you're lucky, he will invite us to the private party at the end of the night.
Well, what happens there?
Come on, Sam. What do you think happens there?
I think maybe it is too kinky for Americans to hear.
Oh my god. I love the writing. Is that a thing? Is that a thing that Americans aren't very kinky? Never heard that before. I don't know why I'm going from the bottom to the top, by the way. That seems like a strange order, doesn't it? Oh well. We'll carry on with it. Ask about the dress code.
I think what I'm wearing will fit the dress code.
I don't know.
The cowboy look is total sexy, but you will get a bit sweaty.
And you won't. Have you seen what you're wearing? You're gonna get sweaty.
I hope we will all get a bit sweaty.
Good thing we run a little on the cold side, huh?
Are they gonna know what he means?
Don't worry, my Liebling. We make each other warm.
They don't care about what he means.
Reinhard, stop. Don't scare the American. I want to do that.
Maxi Liebchen, you're so naughty tonight.
I can't get over the knowledge that is Matt Mercer. It just
You are the naughty one.
Oh, I definitely ain't an American no more.
tell them you're here to party.
Cut loose. What kind of party is this?
The kind where we dance all night and get sexy.
I think Sam would be up for that. Doesn't he look like he'd want to dance all night? I think he does.
Oh, here are them kind of vampires.
What does that mean?
Ach so, there are better things to suck than blood, oder?
Wow. Wow.
Although we have to get past the bouncer first. If we do not, I'm thinking our night is ruined.
True.
Oh, wait a sec. There's something about what she just said. I can feel it.
Ooh, am I gonna have to start thinking?
It
Oh
reminds
no.
me of one of my revelations about the funny patterns in the way we vampires think.
Okay.
Well, let's see. One type of thinking I noticed I called hot branding. That's when we brand ourselves with names we can't get rid of. There's high noon mind. That's when we treat a situation like it's a do or die showdown.
Okay.
And there's saloon thinking. That's when we act either helpless or invincible, like we've just drunk a pint of moonshine. I can always check my journal if I need examples. I kept all my notes about the funny ways we vampires think in there.
Journal. Can I look at it now? Oh, I can. Private property. Do not read. Reward if found. Cowboy bloodsucker at gmail.com. Oh, I want his email address. Oh, has it not got anything in it? Okay. I'm guessing we do the tutorial and then there's things in it. I hope, anyway.
I think I know which one of them funny ways they're thinking in, though.
Okay.
Hold on, compadres. You seem like the kind who can make their own fun.
Very
I
true.
want to have my own fun. Imenacht is the only place to be on Friday night.
I forgot what they meant already. So but I think is this the like black and white thinking kind of?
Amigos, you're putting too much weight on this thing. It's
Oof.
a nightclub, not a high noon showdown.
I got
It's
it.
full of possibilities.
I mean,
Reinhard, I don't know what this means, but I like the way the sexy American talks.
You make us think that maybe it is better we haven't gotten into the club, because we are now meeting you.
I agree. Sam's a little cutie.
Hey, if meeting me makes your night better, I'm glad we met. I really gotta find Andromachos, though.
He's like, anyway.
You have to get past the bouncer. He decides who gets in and who doesn't. And he hasn't looked our way all night.
She can't just go and try and get in?
Maybe I'll have a little word with him. Excuse me, friend. I hear you're the man to talk to around these parts.
Damn, he's scary. He's scary. We've got to get past this dude. Alright, 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 alright. What we got to do? Uh-oh.
I'm here to see Andromachos.
Growls thoughtfully.
Have fun, mate.
Hey, thanks, amigo. You have yourself a fine night, you hear?
Oh, we just get in just like that.
Boy, what about us?
Oh, do we have a choice here whether they come in or not? Do we have a choice whether they're going to be mean or not? That would be funny. Growls questioningly. I'm not gonna be. I mean, we're Sam. Sam's not gonna be mean, is he? Come on. Look at his little face. Bring them joy.
Sure, they're friends of mine.
I hope we don't regret that.
Have fun, mate.
Well, come on, you two. We ain't got all night. Yeah.
Ooh, we're going inside the club now.
Dang, awful
Ooh.
loud in here.
Yeah, it is.
Come on, my liver, dance with us.
Is he gonna
Oh,
dance?
you kids have fun. I'll catch up.
No.
Tarnation, I'd rather hear a gopher giving birth than this.
Tarnation.
I better talk to whoever's slinging drinks in this here saloon. They ought to know where Andromachos is. But pardon me, ma'am.
Please tell me this game has a soundtrack somewhere that I can.
Well, well, look at you. We get a lot of 80s fashion in here, but not usually the 1880s.
Rude. Rude. Although I forgot about Crimson.
What can I get you, cowboy? The special's Red Bull and vodka. You down?
Ooh, I don't drink anymore, but I'm pretty. Did I used to drink that? I think I did once and then never again.
I never drink Red Bull.
Oh, you should.
I'm actually looking for the owner. He around tonight?
Might be. What do you say your name was?
Sam Walls, begging your pardon.
Oh, he's so cute.
Sam Walls.
He's so polite. I keep forgetting he's a vampire. Oh
I
dear.
don't know anything about a Sam Walls. After all, I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
Ooh. Do I have a summary in here? No, I don't. I was hoping. I think it's the hot branding one. I think.
From where I'm standing, I see someone with style and confidence, not just a drink machine. Don't go branding yourself like that's all you are.
Don't you go worrying about me, cowboy. The man upstairs warned me you were coming. I
Uh-oh.
was just testing to see if you are who you say you are. Tell you what, let me give you something from our special reserve. I don't think you're
Ooh.
looking for boots.
No, I don't think
Thank
he
you
is.
kindly, ma'am. I was wondering where the blood was. I met some vampires outside, so I figured this was a vampire club.
You met some goths, honey. Dance and have fun.
I don't, because it's been many a year since I was a goth, but it was always like you gave off like vampire style. You wanted to be a vampire, sort of. Like, really? Did you really? But you know what I mean. They were giving off vampire.
So all these people are mortals?
How do you think the head vampire gets his blood? They can't wait to share it with him. It's a special experience. He's the only real vampire here. Well, him and Bert.
Bert. Bert.
Bert?
Bert. I was dying to say it like that before he said it as well. Bert.
You met him already. Bert, shuffle on over here.
Bert. It looks like a bird.
This one's here to see the big guy. Show him upstairs, okay?
Have fun, mate.
Good luck up there, cowboy. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Howdy. It's Sam Walls to see you, sir.
Very
The guy
nice.
who's been sending you all them V-mails.
Females.
Yes, I know who you are, Samuel Walls. You have come here because you believe you can help our kin.
A voice, though. That is a deep voice.
The question is, are you first able to help yourself?
No. I wonder if it matters how I answer. I can help myself.
I've been fixing myself for more than a century now. I don't think I need help.
I'm not me. I think Sam can fix himself. I can't. I can't fix myself. Nope.
Then you must prepare to learn a most difficult lesson.
Oh?
We all need help, Samuel. I am pleased that you have come to receive mine.
I have seen him before, obviously, but... Damn. What did you say? Okay.
Dang, you scared the heck out of me.
You must allow an ancient vampire his games. He will play them regardless.
I was thinking. I was like, I think that's probably what he was going for.
Please, sit down.
Okay.
What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you at last. I found your messages most intriguing.
Afraid there ain't much here in the way of intrigue. I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
Oh. You're lonely.
You know, I receive emails every day from vampires seeking my help. You are the very first to seek my aid in helping others. This alone makes you intriguing.
I'm still like, I can still hear the music. I'm still like... I got distracted. What did you say? Let me... Okay.
Well, dang. I think you're going to be sorely disappointed when you get to talking to me. I'm just honored you're giving me the time of night.
Don't put yourself down, Sam.
I have unlimited time, Samuel. I am pleased to share some of it with you. Our kind can be rather set in their ways. It is inspiring to see someone so young and eager to learn.
Didn't you say he was like 200 years old? I suppose that's young to him.
Yeah, well, I wasn't much for learning when I was alive. Just making up for lost time, I guess.
It sounds as though you have been handling your own life better than most. I was particularly intrigued by these revelations you had while walking in nature.
Why does that make me go, Revelations while walking in nature. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
okay, I'll go with it.
Well, I give walking the credit. Nothing sorts my thoughts out better.
Okay. He's just walking in nature. Okay.
After a few decades, I started seeing patterns in the way we vampires think.
Can you explain some of these patterns?
Oh, is that what these are?
I've tried to explain them to other vampires, but it ain't never gone well. I can try, though.
Do you think they get all defensive and just like, don't do that? How dare you?
See, we tend to assume certain things just because we've been believing them since we were alive. Or we decide the world's against us just because we're hungry or tired or something.
I feel called out by that. I'm just going to move on.
And when we start tackling problems that ain't real, we ain't fixing our real problems. That make any kind of sense?
Fascinating,
Maybe.
Samuel. These revelations that you had in the woods, mortal psychologists have a term for them. They are called cognitive distortions.
I was like thinking away to myself. I do have a psychology degree. And I was like, do I mention that? But I am kind of impressed about So what I observed from the couple of hours that I've already seen is that it's obviously not a replacement for any of this kind of stuff. But I think there's good theory behind it. And again, I'm not like a massive expert on these things. But I'm like, yeah, cognitive distortions is indeed a thing.
Cognitive who's what now?
Who's he what now?
Cognitive distortions. They are exactly as you described them. I will explain in a moment. Please, tell me about these specific revelations you had.
Sorry, I'm having a fidget day. I need to fidget. I have these days where I have to fidget and I have to like put my feet up on my chair. But then my foot will go numb and I'll have to move again and it'll just be a whole thing. But yeah, just in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Tell me about these specific revelations that you had. Okay, so don't pick them. He just goes, so I do. Explain high noon mind.
I noticed how we stress ourselves out by making everything a battle of do or die absolutes. High noon mind, I call it. Like that feeling you get right before a big shootout.
Not sure I can relate to
I
that.
confess I have no experience with this feeling.
No, me neither.
I engaged in Mortal Kombat long before the age of gunpowder.
Oh, I just mean I did.
But the sentiment you describe mirrors the words of my old friend Marky Aurelius. He used to say that the magnitude of life's challenges often turn us into our worst selves.
Marky Aurelius.
You mean Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor?
Of course, his name was Marcus. Marky was a bedroom name.
Okay.
You mean you and the emperor were...
You are old. God.
It was ancient Rome. Penetration was similar to a handshake.
I forgot about that. I forgot that he said that. Yeah.
My apologies. I somehow forgot you were American. But let us discuss this high noon mine.
I don't know, it took me off guard as well. And I'm not American. And I already have seen this bit before.
I believe we can broaden your definition. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon of binary thought polarized thinking, but I like to call it Nosferatu thinking.
I think that's a better term. Nosferatu thinking. Yeah. So does that noise mean that it's gone in here? Don't tell me I could have done that before. Found this old notebook and figured I'd take it with me to Europe. Separate into sections so I can jump to them right. I'm not going to do it in the accent. Jump to them right quick. I sound like I was from Yorkshire. That was supposed to be like a cowboy voice. See, I'm not going to do it. No. I'm just going to offend somebody. Okay, so split into sections. And this is the first one. Okay. Okay. So I think it takes you through them all and like through examples and like a tutorial bit. So I won't read it in the book specifically unless I need like a reminder.
Nosferatu thinking?
It means you are thinking in black and white.
Like the film.
I get it. That's pretty funny.
I believe it encompasses the breadth of the distortion. One is not flatly weak or strong, good or evil, smart or stupid, a success or a failure.
Still like dancing to the music.
Truth is far more complex and colorful. Not every high noon gunfight ends in oblivion, correct?
Yeah, that's true. Getting shot still ain't fun, but it ain't the end neither.
A perfect example, Samuel. Now, try to catch me using Nosferatu thinking.
Okay, pressure.
I will give you a series of statements, and one of them will contain Nosferatu thinking. I will repeat them if you miss it.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for that.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
I just
Death
click.
eventually comes for us all.
That's just the truth, isn't it?
Mortals will always fear our kind.
Ah, there we go.
That's Nosferatu thinking right there. I've met mortals who knew who I was and weren't scared.
Very good, Samuel. And even if you hadn't,
He's
to
very
see
cute. I don't think I'd be scared of a vampire that looked like
there is
that.
any hope that they might not. Always is such a terminal word, is it not? Would you like to discuss more of your revelations with me?
Yes. Explain saloon
I
thinking.
realize that as vampires, we can get the feeling of the power that comes with immortality and strength, but then we get hopeless and aimless over time. It's kind of like the fella you see in the saloon at the bottom of a bottle of whiskey. Either he thinks he can fight everyone, or he's crying into them last drops because he thinks life's hopeless.
And that's why I don't drink anymore.
It's saloon thinking. Two extremes that probably ain't true.
Okay. Yeah. I think that one and the previous one are going to confuse me. That two extremes that probably aren't true. It's got that one's definitely going to confuse me.
Samuel. Your saloon thinking was described in my time as the battle between hubris and nemesis, the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity.
Oh man, it make me wish I'd gotten some schooling.
Me too.
Maybe I would have figured this stuff out earlier.
You live forever, my friend. There is no rush. What you have identified is a phenomenon where individuals perceive either an illusion of control or a lack of control.
Oh. Okay. So it's kind of like, I think what I know that as, and again, not a massive expert, but that sounds like the locus of control theory. So it's about where you feel your control or lack of control comes from. It's like I would say it's a sliding scale. You either think that you have no control over anything at all, or you think you control everything and that everything's your fault. Because if you can control everything, then if something goes wrong, then it's your fault. Whereas most people sort of like lie in the middle. Didn't mean to turn that into a lesson, but like that I think that's what I know that as.
Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon you have described a control fallacy. Rarely do we have complete power over our situations or no power at all. But we create this illusion that stops us from attempting to change our perceived situations.
I suppose that's similar, isn't it? Yeah.
I used to think I'd never get away from my gang, and maybe that's what made me stick with them for so long.
Yes, you see how cognitive distortions keep us from facing reality, whatever that reality may be.
I feel like this game is going to speak to me in a way that I don't want it to. Don't make me take a long, hard look at myself, please. That's not why I'm here.
Of course, I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
Well, you're testing me, ain't you?
Yeah.
That's a control fallacy. Rather.
Is this a test? Well, you psychology me.
Well done, Samuel. I am indeed very powerful, but the cosmos holds no awareness of Andromachos.
Is that how you say that? Andromachos. I probably
Of
butchered
course, as
that,
you
but...
expertly pointed out with your analogy about the man at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, a control fallacy can be positive or negative. Listen to my next few statements and try to find a control fallacy. Simply let me continue if you do not detect one.
Okay.
The sun will eventually burn out. I will roam a cold, dead earth, and there is little I can do about it.
That's just true, isn't it? Especially if you live forever. That's just true.
My kitty cat died. I shall be lonely forever.
Except you don't have to be. Yeah, you don't have to be, do you?
I'm sorry about your sweet kitty, but you could always pick up a new one. There's lots of them just waiting for a living home.
I'm sorry, Sam.
You don't need to be lonely.
I thought you'd finished. That was the most ADHD thing that I've done recently. Oh, I'm not even interrupting a real person. And now I've forgotten what I was interrupting with now as well. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking, oh, am I just getting these right because I've, like, watched somebody else play it for a couple of hours? I'd love to say that my memory was actually that good, but it's just not. It's just not.
It was just an example, Samuel. Well spotted. but I do speak from experience. I felt this way once when a pharaoh I was dating had our cat mummified.
Again, you are really old.
I went into a murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. But I had the power to help myself all along by adopting a new friend in need of a home.
Oh. Would I go into a murderous depression? Maybe. That's a joke, obviously.
Oh, dang, don't let me get on your bad side.
I doubt you shall see it, Samuel. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
There's one more, isn't it? Yeah. Explain hot
See,
branding.
I used to be in a gang. They were my whole existence. If you asked me who I was, I would have said, I'm a murdering bastard. Once I got away, I realized how small-minded that was. I was Sam before I was a murdering bastard, but that's how I was choosing to brand myself. My old gang's still around, and they're still branding themselves like that. They can't see themselves as anything but killers.
It's like a... What's it called? Like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you say something about yourself enough, it almost like comes true. Like you start living up to it because you've ingrained it in yourself.
Yes, good, Samuel. I favor the clinical term, however, which is labeling. You correctly discovered that labeling is a reductive act. When we call ourselves names, even if we find them accurate, we create prophecies we are doomed to fulfill.
Yay, self-fulfilling prophecy.
For
I
me,
know a
I thought of
thing.
myself as a killer. It was not untrue that killing was how I made my way in the world. I was an unstoppable warrior and assassin.
I can see that. I can see that.
With this label, I limited myself for ages. I did not only kill people, I also killed potential aspirations I might have had. See whether you can catch me doing some labeling in my next few statements.
Okay, I'm ready. Come on.
I am so old, I am ancient.
I hate to say it, but I think that's just true.
Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late for dinner.
No.
How shall I describe myself? Yes, I am a mass murderer.
That'll be the one.
It's about as good labeling as it gets. Yeah, we've
Can you imagine if I got that one wrong?
killing, but reducing ourselves to killers ain't doing us any favors.
Even sounds like that's so obvious.
Excellent, Samuel. You are correct. Labels can be cages that we lock ourselves in. I was a mere murderer for most of my existence because that is how I labeled myself.
You're not now though, right?
Yeah, I did the same thing. Sam Walls, the murderer, reprobate, and good for nothing.
Reprobate. I love that word. I don't know why. I love that word. Reprobate.
Those are not how I would describe the Sam Walls I see before me.
No, I agree. You seem like a very sweet vampire. As far as vampires go. Considering I haven't actually met any.
Did you
Just
have
gonna leave that
any
there.
vampires to tell me about?
No?
I think that's all of them. Or at least the ones that were the most obvious to me.
Yeah, there was only 3, wasn't there?
That you recognize the concept of cognitive distortions at all is most impressive, Samuel. What took me nearly 3 millennia to understand took you merely 2 centuries.
I don't know why I took that compliment like it was aimed at me.
Come on, you're just flattering me. I'm just a dope stumbling his way through one life.
Labeling. That is what that is, isn't it?
Are you now? Tell me, Samuel, what kind of cognitive distortion are you exhibiting when you call yourself a dope?
Labeling.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yay!
I gotta watch myself, huh?
That would have been so funny if he was like trying to catch him out. I don't know why he would be doing that, but that would be a nice
As
turn.
long as we retain any humanity, we will have cognitive distortions. What we are aiming for is not to become perfect beings, but to understand and accept ourselves. As long as we can recognize cognitive distortions, we can address our real challenges. One cannot drink blood from a straw man, after all.
I don't get that. Moving on. I'm like,
Before, but I like it.
Oh, Sam gets it though. Okay, that's all that matters.
If
Sam
you
gets it.
solidify the concept in your mind, then I am well satisfied. I know you came to learn from me, so I will do my best to honor your good intentions. Let us ensure that you understand the concepts of labeling, control fallacies, and Nosferatu thinking.
Okay.
I will give you a series of statements, and each one will contain a cognitive distortion for you to identify. I will begin. If I
Okay.
invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano all over the place when they turn into bats at the end of the night.
I do remember this one actually, and I think if I didn't remember it, I don't think I would get it just by trying to guess it. I think that's a control fallacy.
Well, there's a control fallacy. sir.
Definitely cheating a little bit there.
Control, but you could lay down some ground rules for guests, or some newspaper.
Some of those little like pads that you get for puppies, like the toilet trainer, but just for centuries-old vampires.
Very good, Samuel. Let me try another.
Oh, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that conversation.
I am Andromachus, the ancient darkness, the scourge of the Mediterranean, the mortal's bane.
Labeling?
Well, that's definitely some intense labeling. Those are some hard names to get over.
Yeah, that's not your normal person's kind of labeling, that is it.
You are not wrong. Those names followed me for millennia. It was most stifling.
I
Let me
bet.
try another then. If my club's revenues do not significantly increase, I will end up living on the street.
You see, because that immediately makes me go, not necessarily. So then I'm like, is it this, the like black and white thinking?
That there's got to be Nosferatu thinking. There's a huge space between making a ton of profit and living on the street.
I got an achievement. I got 10 in a row. Although I did cheat a little bit, but I mean, who cares, right?
Indeed, you are correct. I run my club at a considerable loss, but 3,000 years of banking interest means that money is not really an option
Oh,
to me anymore.
I was like, it doesn't look like you run it at a loss. This is very swanky.
Samuel, now I am not only intrigued by you, but also impressed.
Another
I would
achievement.
very much like to teach you my ways, but I must demand something of you first.
Oh,
Anything. I'm here to learn.
You must receive therapy yourself. I will not have you seeing clients without a commitment to your own mental health.
that's pretty realistic. I'm pretty sure when you train to be a counsellor, you have to be in counselling yourself, like at the same time as learning how to do it.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute. I don't know that I need therapy. I'm feeling pretty good about myself these days.
I mean, you said some not very nice things about yourself, Sam, so...
Samuel, we all need therapy to live in this world. You have been speaking in cognitive distortions since the moment you walked into my office.
Ain't that the truth? We all need therapy to live in this world.
I have. I didn't even notice.
They are most insidious,
Mm.
but I am here to help you identify and challenge them. You have walked alone for too long, Samuel. Allow me to share my experience with you.
Oh. Oh, look at these birds. Look at these birds.
Well, all right, if you say so.
There's something going on
You're
here?
taking the time to work on this old cowpoke.
Cowpoke.
We have all the time in the world, Samuel. But for now, you must be eager for something fresh. Please, dance. Drink your fill. We will begin tomorrow.
I don't think he dances.
Okay, then. Well, sir, it's been an honor.
I'm not going to complain if he does, but I'm sure he said before that he doesn't
You have to
dance.
call me sir, you know.
What do we call you then?
All right, then, Andromachos.
Andromachos.
I was going to try it again, then I'm like, no.
Andromachos.
That's what you're trying to say.
Just call me Andy.
Andy. I can say that, Andy.
All right, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow, then.
Oh, why was that so sweet, though? Bye. Oh. Game got stuck a bit. Ooh.
Thanks.
Scared the
Look
life
at all
out
them
of
mortals
me.
sweating, blood pumping. I am thirsty, but there ain't no power on this earth that'll get me on the dance floor.
Same. I feel same. I don't dance. I've never danced. No. Not even when I'm on my own. I don't think. I just can't. No coordination. Would hurt myself.
See if the bartender's got anything for me.
Yeah.
If it isn't Clint Eastwood again, how'd it go, cowboy?
I like her. I don't know what I asked. She got such a nice voice. And she called him Clint Eastwood.
I'll be sticking around. Guess I better get used to things around here.
Good to hear. About time someone helped Andy with his work. Seems you vampires have a lot of problems to fix. Name's Crimson, by the way.
Hi, Crimson.
Fine meeting you, Crimson. How do you know so much about what Andy's doing?
Indeed, how does she know?
We'll talk. I'm his blood partner.
No shit. How's a mortal get hooked up with an ancient vampire?
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
I'm a rock climber. I stumbled into one of his lairs in Madagascar, found a cave while climbing a mountain, and there he was, naked in a hot tub.
No, tell me you're not picturing that.
Dang. Must have been a sight.
You ain't kidding, cowboy. Didn't expect a luxury apartment with a gorgeous naked vampire inside of a mountain.
In a cave? How? That's probably best not to ask, isn't it, really?
We hit it off, and he asked me to
I
come
bet.
back here with him. I like an adventure, so I said, what the hell? I'll date the gorgeous Dracula.
I think that's a fair response to have. That's a very fair response to have.
But what are you doing talking to me, cowboy? The blood's running hot on the dance floor, and these kids don't mind a little biting.
Ain't no way I'm dancing. There's gotta be a better way to get something fresh to drink.
Yeah, I actually don't know what happens here, I don't think, because I think... when I was watching Spoon and him play it, I think this is when I went to go and get a drink. So I'm a little bit in the dark as well here.
Reinhard, look, it's the sexy old guy again.
Wow, sexy old guy. Wow, thanks.
You should buy us a drink, old guy. You'll probably get lucky. Actually, you'll definitely get lucky.
Somebody in the chat last night was like, just imagine Matt Mercer in like the recording booth recording these lines. It creates quite the mental picture.
Pleasures of the flesh ain't exactly what I'm after tonight.
I think they know that.
That's because you haven't experienced these pleasures with us yet. Buy us a drink and you will discover great satisfaction by uns.
I'm going to go from top to bottom this time because we did it the other way before.
I ain't buying you a drink. You ain't exactly my type.
Oh, we don't want to marry you. We just want to have fun with you.
At least they're on it.
You kids are too much.
Alcohol is bad for you.
I ain't buying you a drink. This stuff's terrible for you.
That's a bit parental, Sam.
Are you making a joke? We are at a bar.
It's okay. He's just trying to be protective. Aren't you, Opa?
Okay. It didn't seem to put her off, did it? Oh, hi Gwenfall. Do you prefer Gwen or Gwenfall? How are you doing today? Oh, Gwen is good. Oh, thank you. And Lake away. Yeah, absolutely fine. Oh, I didn't read the second part of that sentence. Well, I bang my head against this desk because of stupid people. I've been there. Don't actually bang your head against the desk, though. They're not worth it. But I've been there, definitely. But yeah, lurk away if you need to.
You know, I think the drinks here ain't strong enough for you two.
I don't have the money.
I ain't buying you a drink. All I got are good old-fashioned dollars.
You didn't exchange your money. Or do vampires not need to do that? It doesn't seem like a sensible move when you know that you're going to be travelling, Sam.
I like American money. All we have on our money are buildings. You have all the sexy old men.
They just have buildings on their money. I got so caught up in the buildings on the money that I didn't see the second part. You have all the sexy... Which sexy old men are these on American money?
All right, I'll bite. Which of them old men are sexy?
Exactly, Sam. That's what I want to know.
I like Hamilton. His posture is just so powerful.
Bear with me a minute. What did Hamilton look like? I'm looking on my phone so the sound doesn't cut out on this one and go out of it, because that music is amazing. I'm just going to get the musical, Anna. Oh no. I've got his wiki page. Reinhard, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. If you got to type.
There is a dollar coin that has Eisenhower's face on it.
Oh, see, now I'm going to look at what Eisenhower looks like as well. It's just the whole stream. Actually, no, it won't be. Surely the whole game doesn't just talk about American money. Eisenhower. Oh, no. This woman likes old men. I'm just going to put it out there.
Oh, you are right. Eisenhower is, how do you Americans say, a snack?
Ew. Easy.
I get it. You like older men.
Yeah, I think that's all it is, because a snacky is not. In my opinion, of course. Just my opinion. Tell them they can support themselves. I mean, these kinds of outfits cost a lot of money. Believe it, they cost a lot of money in the early 2000s when I wanted them. So they definitely cost a lot of money now, I'm telling you.
Buying you a drink. I think I'd be insulting your economic status.
Exactly.
Mein Lieber, don't worry about us. We just like to feel special. We have lucrative jobs in IT.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you can help me. See, my printer's out again. I'm getting real tired of these things.
Oh, he's an old man.
Please, we are here to party.
They could have gone for the really easy joke there of like, just turn it on, off and on again.
But get a laser printer.
They are supposed to be better.
Well, thanks for the tip. That ink seems to be more valuable than blood. Well, these kids just ain't gonna leave me alone.
No, you're gonna have to buy him a drink. Yeah, buy him a drink.
Stop teasing cowboy, Kinder.
They are at the point of teasing him a little bit.
Messing with you. Drinks are free here.
Oh.
But dang, really? I ain't never been to a saloon with free hooch.
Hooch.
Call it a drink exchange.
Does anybody... I don't know if it's just a UK thing, but does anybody from the UK who was... I'm not even going to say alive in the 90s, but like, I don't know, teenager, young adult in the 90s, will go for that. Does anybody remember the drink hooch? Or did I hallucinate that? I never had it because I was just too young to get away with actually being a, you know. Oh, hi Claire, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Are you doing okay? We're playing Vampire Therapist today, so I was crafting potions and selling potions yesterday. Now we are training to be a therapist for vampires. And Sam here on the left is also a vampire. So... appeals to my former goth heart. It is too hot, isn't it? Like I live in the north, and it's too hot here, and it does, you know, it's obviously hotter in the south of the UK right now, I assume. But no, it's too hot and it's humid as well. Ugh. I don't cope well with the heat. I'm like, did we agree to buy him a drink? And then it's like, no, the drinks are free. So we're calling it a drink exchange. What did I miss?
Huh. So everyone here knows they might be sharing blood?
Oh. Drink exchange. Oh.
Only as long as there's consent. We like to create a safe environment here.
I appreciate that. Wish you were abroad because that's a different sort of heat. It is, isn't it? It's like I mean, obviously depending on where you go, but it's like a dry heat rather than like really heavy, like humid heat. I don't think I'm great with any heat, really. But yeah, if I had to choose, I'd go for like that drier heat. I feel like I can't breathe when it's humid sometimes.
Why don't you take Reinhard and Maxie here back to the kink room?
Oh. There's a kink room. I'm just thinking, I really hope this game flags as mature content on Twitch, like automatically, like Baldur's Gate does. Bear with me a minute. I'm like, I'm gonna need to check that. The sound might go off, but it's just because I'm clicking out. I will come back to the game. Maybe I should put a content thing on it. What content thing should we go for? Yeah, I can't tick mature rated game. You'd think if it flagged as that, then I would be able to. Like, it just does it automatically with Baldur's Gate. You know what? I don't think I need to, because that's about like the content focuses like exclusively on that kind of stuff. And it doesn't. They literally just mentioned the kink room. We're fine. If you don't see me for a while, we were not fine. And I fucked up. But oh, come back. Yeah, we're back. Okay.
Wait, kink room?
Does Sam know what a kink room is? I don't want to assume that he doesn't, but I mean, look at him.
You're not in Kansas anymore, cowboy. We are not afraid of sex here.
That's the way it should be.
I'm from Missouri, but
Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in there. Just have fun and drink your fill, handsome. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you.
Okay.
Maxie, Reinhard, this is one of our special customers.
Also, they're regulars here as well then. Okay.
Ach so, ein Vampir. I'm thinking we are all getting lucky then.
I can't. I just can't. I can't get past that. That's Matt Mercer. I can't. It's just gonna make me laugh every single time. I'm just gonna put it out there.
My neck throbs with anticipation.
Damn.
dang. Guess I'm going to a kink room then. Thanks, Crimson.
Well.
I knew a man who wore this much leather couldn't be boring.
Yeah, well, you got me pegged.
You got me what?
Is that what we are doing now? Give me the document and I will sign myself up for it.
I was gonna be like, that will be an absolute crime if these two don't pick up on what he just said. I was not disappointed.
Well, I really ain't in Missouri no more. Look, I'm more into biting.
I think they probably are as well, don't worry.
Oh, your teeth look perfect. Are you going to bite me with those?
Just can't unhear it, can't unhear it.
Who's going first?
Am I gonna have to do something here?
Oh, me.
Well, step right on up.
Okay. Oh, I am. Oh my god.
Oh, das hat sich gut angefühlt.
That sounded like a good response. Does anybody speak German? Oh yeah, it just came out yesterday, Claire. I was saying earlier I was watching somebody else play it yesterday. So yeah, it'd been a demo at one point, but it was one of those limited time demos where it's not always there. So I missed the window for the demo. But yeah, just out yesterday. It's pretty good. Like it's clearly, well, I find it funny. It's my kind of humor. And it's got, as far as I could tell, it's got pretty good theory behind it for like things to do with therapy and things that you do in therapy. It's not an expert, just have a psychology degree and have had therapy myself. That's the only expertise we're going off here, which isn't much. I do wish that I spoke German though. Totally gonna look that up later.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Is it? Did I win? Did I win the mini
Is
game?
it my turn yet?
Maybe I did.
Sure thing. Come on over.
Oh god. I think that last one was a fluke.
Oh, where'd your neck go?
I thought I got that.
Here, waiting for you. Oh, I don't like that very much.
She's just fussy.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know. What is wrong with you, Sam? Where else am I supposed to?
Oh, I don't like that very much.
Dang, what's wrong with me?
Are you going to make me do this over and over again until I get it right?
Oh, shucks, I missed. It's a little dark in here.
Oh, what happened to our dialogue?
Oh, Reinhardt, the hot old vampire wore me out.
Oops. Also, is that a good thing or a bad?
Me too, Maxi. I feel as though I have set up a mail server.
Oh yeah, you work in IT, don't you? Yeah. Did I hear about the global IT? I did, yeah. Yeah, I think I was watching like the morning news thing on BBC this morning. I don't fully understand what's happening, but it means like it seems like it's absolutely massive. Has anything like changed in the past hour since I've not been keeping up with the news? Because it seemed like it was at a point where like nothing was really resolving still. Oh, don't worry about it. It was just I wondered, oh, like with you mentioning it, maybe something's like it's proper like blown up again or something. I mean, they said, what happened to her dialogue lines? Was I so bad at doing that they just didn't get to recording those lines? Because they were like, nobody's going to be this bad at it.
Get us a taxi cab, Liebchen. Und du, cowboy? Next time we will talk about that thing you mentioned earlier.
Was it? Oh.
Oh, yeah, sure thing, fella. You can help me with my new laser printer.
I'm sure that's what he meant.
Now that I've had something to drink, I should probably get to my coffin.
I was thinking with that Microsoft thing, they said like it's not a security problem. I always worry when like something that big goes wrong. I'm like, how can you be sure there's no security issues though?
Samuel, wait a moment. I see you got your fill. Are you heading out?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, I figure I could use some shut-eye. I locked up my coffin over at the storage center.
Oh my god, I forgot they have
Storage
coffins.
center. Please, you can use my guest coffin. I
Ooh.
insist. You must be well rested for the challenges ahead.
If only I had a guest coffin. I don't even have a spare room.
Guess I got a big night tomorrow, huh? I should get a good day's sleep.
I confused my brain a minute there. Good day's sleep, and I'm like, oh, she's a vampire.
Please, follow me.
Okay.
Well, dang.
Ooh.
This is mighty plush. Guess it's one of them smart coffins.
Smart coffins. Smart coffins. Can I?
Let's see
Oh.
what's on TV.
Okay.
Hey, I remember this movie. We were so proud to finally get some representation.
Ooh. What is it? Rats. I'm invested. Oh, it's Nosferatu.
Stay up watching movies, though.
Wonder how long it'll play for. Best not. Best not.
Ain't
Guess I
much
get in
else to do
trouble.
here. I think it's about time I hit the hay. Hope I'm cut out for all this.
I'm wondering though, does it just show like vampire films, vampire TV? Like, if you got a bit of Buffy on there, I'd watch that. It's affecting all sorts. Yeah, it seems to be. It makes me realise how much.
Good evening. I hope you slept well.
I did, thank you. It makes me realise like how many processes and things involve that. I suppose it's obvious when they say it, but like you just don't think about it on a day-to-day basis, do you? I think I was trying to track something through Royal Mail before, and they were like, "Nah, nah, you can't do that. Not today."
Like the dead, as they say.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
Oh,
That's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night.
I kept missing her neck anyway. Should just get annoyed again.
Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
Just get straight into it.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
CrowdStrike says the issue has been void. Says it could be some time before systems are fully back and... Oh my god, that's worrying. Because I think I saw that it was affecting like GP surgeries and hospitals and stuff, like not being able to access patients' records or something. And you think like on the face of it, oh well, you know, I just can't access your record. But then like, what if? Well, treatment relies on being able to access somebody's record, doesn't it? So it's pretty important. I assume they'll prioritize clients like that. I assume. Anyway. Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like. Being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. Ain't no way to live.
Same.
When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
And why is that up to you?
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers.
I had a discussion last night in the stream that I was watching about like who that's a dig at. So it was like, that could be Twilight. But I was like, but could it not be Buffy? Because wasn't she like 16 or 17 when Angel was like interested, shall we say? Like, that's not okay. That's not okay. I've never seen or read Twilight, so I can't really speak to that and how, whether it's a dig at that, but I suppose it is because she's at high school and he's obviously not a teenager really, is he? So could be anything. Is there anything else it could be? They're the only two that spring to mind for me anyway. Yeah, because I kept thinking, oh well, Edward is at the school as well, and I'm like, yeah, but he's not a teenager. He's like, what is he like? Is he hundreds of years old as well? Ugh. Gives me the creeps.
I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
Although it didn't give me the creeps as a teenager when I was watching Buffy, which is really worrying, isn't it? Not that like I should have known better, but it's like, it's not a great thing for a teenager to be watching. Got lost in the starlight of Twilight, you mean? Or Buffy? I'm not even sure what the storyline of Twilight is, other than teenage girl, old vampire. In both. Yeah, yeah, at a certain point, Buffy's difficult to keep up with, and I've still never seen it all. Still never seen it all. Yeah. Probably, I was thinking that I probably should, but I'm like, can I be bothered?
That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself.
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
Oh god, I hope not. I wasn't paying attention.
You are most perceptive, yes.
Oh no.
Perhaps you can tell me what it is.
Can you tell me what I said again?
You say you are here to make vampires see the world differently.
Thanks.
In what way are you distorting reality?
Is that control fallacy? Because surely you don't have control over whether you even do that or not.
Well, I guess
Yes.
that's a control policy, right? I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
A psychology degree coming in helpful.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you develop this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Well, like I told you when I first emailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see
How
what a
nasty.
no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed.
Look at his cute little face though. What did he do?
It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? That's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
I am going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch, dumbest thing.
I think I know what this one is.
You are talking about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Alright, Sam. You actually... yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
I'd
Labeling.
say you were doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself?
Yeah, Sam.
If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself. So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang.
Pinkertons.
I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but they didn't judge me for it.
Is this when you started walking in nature?
They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before.
I don't know who these people were. I'm intrigued.
They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
I'm like, I wonder who that could be. I'm intrigued. And he just knows who it was straight away. Damn.
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country.
Does he mean literally like he lived in nature for 90 years, or it was just something he did for that period of time? Like, Not now and then, but like
I guess I was kind of
asking the important
I
questions.
should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
No.
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. I could have done a lot of good in that time.
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Truth statements are
Ooh.
another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you.
Ooh, got to look out for should statements now.
Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
I'm not a vampire that's lived forever, but like I can relate to that. I seem to have a lot of time to procrastinate. Whether I do or not is a different matter, but I spend a lot of time doing it.
You got that right. Why do today what you could do next century?
Yeah, not century, but yeah.
Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling?
Hold on though. Ain't there some things we really should do?
I feel like this is personally targeting me again.
There are things we must do, but nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise.
I tell myself I should do things all the time. It's like it's only me that's saying that. Like nobody else is like you should be doing. And even if they were, who are they to tell me what I should do? And it's all well and good me saying that, but I'll still keep doing it.
Listen closely.
Ooh, need to
See
pay
whether
attention.
You can find the should statement that is a distortion.
Okay.
I
Okay.
should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood.
I think that one's okay.
I should drink blood today.
I think you have to do that. I think.
I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
I think it's that one.
Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement.
Ooh, did I get
You
it
turn
right?
Something you want to do into something you have to do.
Yay.
That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Oh. I mean, look at him. Pretty sure he is.
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself.
Ooh, can I?
I imagine she
Or
would
if he
share
knows
your
he.
opinion. You look like her type.
Oh.
Hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
I don't think it's that kind of relationship. I think you're fine. I mean,
She
he
does
suggested it.
and that is why I chose her as my blood partner. Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist.
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot.
Oh, now then. Be mean about yourself
Full of
again.
praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing, spent the next 90 walking in the woods. I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Auntie.
I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either.
You're forgetting how friggin' old this man is.
I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive.
I've got 5. I've got 5 to look out for now. I hope there's no more than 5, because I'm probably at my limit already there.
I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality, with both its positive and negative aspects.
I didn't know there was a lurk emote that was a little lizard. It's cute.
I am not not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones.
Okay. Let me read that again. Okay.
Just try an exercise.
Too many words. Confused
See
me.
whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds.
I feel like I'm gonna get confused with this one.
Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive.
No.
I became the vampire I am now. I did exceptionally terrible things.
No.
I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people.
That one?
Ain't you discounting
Oh.
the fact that you probably killed a lot of bad people too?
I did, but I still have not distorted reality.
Okay.
Listen carefully.
Oh my god, is that the first one that I failed?
The good I now do pales in comparison to the evil I have done.
That one?
That's the one.
Oh.
You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you done.
Just like full on doubting myself now. I don't know why, but that one's difficult
Well
for me.
done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this
Ooh, I learned
will
5
set you
cognitive
up to
distortions.
clients tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What?
Tomorrow? I only just started learning these here
Uh-oh.
cognitive distortion things.
I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
Oh,
Tomorrow?
good.
I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
I think I will. Because my normal habit of like, if I'm playing a game, and that was obviously like the tutorial. I'm playing a game, done the tutorial, and then it's like, do you want to practice for a bit longer? I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. And then I'm not fine. So, yeah.
I think I could use the help.
Yeah.
Very well, Samuel. Let's try some examples.
That's just when I'm playing a game on my own. I'm like, hey, be fine. I'm not right now. Okay.
I
Okay.
am far sexier than movie vampires. Therefore, I should be a movie star.
Where's the distortion? You telling me there's one there? Oh god, I don't know which one that is. I feel like it's this one because it's... Is it a trick? Because the word should is in it.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one. That's a should statement right there. Well, you're not insecure enough to be an actor anyway.
Calling out all those actors. Are actors insecure?
Excellent, Samuel. Would you like another exercise?
Okay. Go on.
I
One.
cannot consume high-quality blood. I might as well drink blood from Florida.
Hope nobody from Florida is watching right now. Damn. I think that is Nosferatu thinking, because that's very black and white, isn't it?
That's Nosferatu thinking, ain't it?
Is each one of the, if I pick another one, is it just going to insult a whole other group of people now? I kind of want to do one more.
That being said, I am sure there is still decent blood to drink in Florida, but I will bring a test kit anyway.
You didn't have to keep going.
Another exercise?
Right, I'm going to do one more because I want to see if it's an insult for one more group of people. Last one.
I am an antediluvian old fart.
I don't know what that word means to know if it is distortion or not. Yeah.
That sounds like labeling to me.
Yeah.
You're just an old fart. Are you actually older than the flood, though?
Do I look that old?
No. I don't know when. I don't know what age you died, but no.
Oh, not at all. I was just...
I am joking, Samuel. Don't worry. The myth of the flood was at least 1,000 years before I was born.
Oh, is that all?
Would you like another exercise?
No, I think I'm good. I mean, I'm probably gonna get a ton wrong, but no. Plus, we stopped insulting people, so.
All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get a liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
Okay.
How much is a liter?
Oh wait, do Americans not talking liters? Is it pints? Are they still the imperial system? I got that the right way around, haven't I? Liters is a metric system.
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired.
Not that I could guess what a liter was either.
Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Oh, where are you going? Can I join?
Yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
Andy, yeah, stick with Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace.
What are we going to do now? Are we just going to go straight to our coffin? What are we doing?
Ah, Samuel.
Oh.
Glad to see you are awake. Your first client is on his way.
Ooh. So what were we doing? I've done the tutorial. Oh yeah, first client. First client. Let's go.
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift.
Therefore do that. Okay, as much as I can remember, I'll try and alternate them. Because I think if I'm having like a short break, the fishing game makes sense. But if I want like a slightly longer one, then I suppose Words on Stream works a little bit better. Because you can get like a few rounds in then.
All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you.
Did you say to have so much empathy is a gift? Until you've got too much empathy like I do, and then it's not a gift. Not a gift. It is a burden.
Shucks, wish I had your confidence.
Sorry, it's like stuffing my face with biscuits.
Well,
All the
to a
way.
limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
Good to know.
You can see the future.
Oh yeah, I totally missed that. I was just focused on that. Oh, thank God he's going to help me. Never mind that you can see the future.
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
Disqualifying the positive. Oh, can I?
Well, dang. If seeing the future is impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive, it's gotta be.
I genuinely didn't know it was going to let you pick one there. And I was maybe I'm going to be alright with this game.
You barely require my aid as it is.
Was he testing me again?
If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically.
That's pretty impressive.
Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you. Let us look at your first client's case file.
Okay.
Dr. Drayne, huh? You ain't got no first name?
Dr. Drayne, age 430. So he's older than Sam, but not as old as Andy. Is anybody as old as Andy? Male, origin English. Oh, I think I remember this dude from when I was watching somebody's stream last night. I remember not liking him very much. Dr. Drayne is a class of 1614 graduate of the Royal College of Physicians. Wow. He's been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Became a vampire after a post-mortem blood transfusion experiment. Hold on, let me work those words out. A post-mortem blood transfusion experiment. Okay. Now runs a global pharmaceutical research company. He's now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Oh no. You develop a drug and then become addicted to it yourself. That is unfortunate. Suggestion. I'm trying to work out if there's a semicolon there. I'm like, detected strong irritability on the phone. Investigate Drayne's drinking and sleeping habits. Okay. Ooh, what kind of sandwich? I did not have a proper lunch. I had like a pot noodle type thing and it wasn't enough, hence the biscuits. Sandwich would have been nice though. Nice in warm weather as well. Don't know why I had a warm lunch. Shop downtown here sells delicious sandwiches. Oh. Why are the ones that you buy in shops like that always 10 times better than the ones you can make yourself? I assume they still are anyway, like in all fairness. I have to eat gluten-free, so I can't have the nice sandwiches, but I remember that being a thing. Ham, cheese, lettuce, and I feel like my stomach just grumbled saying those words. I did not have enough to eat before I went live, clearly. Oh, thick bread as well, like thick bread. Oh, doorstop bread. I think it's my dad that says that, doorstop bread. None of that thin shit. It just falls apart if it's too thin. You could have a substantial slice of bread, in my opinion. Not a proper sandwich otherwise.
Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age.
So he just literally goes by Dr. Drayne. Okay. That's a choice.
So is it funny that he kept the title?
Especially with the way she fills it. Did she put like tons of filling in as well? Because the thick bread is only okay if there's tons of filling. Otherwise you're just eating bread. At some point you're just eating bread.
Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive.
Alright. I'm not having the therapy right now, Andy.
I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help.
What does that look like? Meditating in your coffin? That makes me wonder if he sleeps like Astarion does in Baldur's Gate, but like in his coffin. You know, like with his, you can't see it, with his fingers like that by his side. Meditating. Although I think Astarion does that because he's an elf, not because he's a vampire. Because is it that elves don't sleep, like, they don't just fall asleep. Anyway, different game. She does. Oh, good sandwich then. Yeah, I can believe that was a good sandwich.
But
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself and all will be well.
You'll be fine, Sam. Sometimes you've just got to be thrown into the deep end. That's how I work best. Most of the time, not all the time. You'll be fine. Although you're relying on me, so...
bless it all, I hate flying.
Dude, you do not make a good impression. A good first impression, but also just not a good impression.
Hey there.
Oh, he angry.
Blood, what on earth are you?
Oh my god, I don't think I'll be a very good therapist. That would get my back right up immediately. What on earth are you?
My name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drayne. And American as well. Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you.
Wow.
Oh well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you?
She's a lady in her 70s and runs the shop all by herself. Oh my god, really? That's kind of like good on her, but yeah, at the same time. quite a lot to be doing when you're in your 70s, isn't it? That might be part of why she makes a good sandwich, though. I don't know why I came to that conclusion, other than just like, I don't know. She could be somebody's grandma, and grandmas make good sandwiches because they fill them like a lot. They're thinking about making it a nice sandwich rather than like making the most profit, is what I mean, I think. Just made this massive assumption. In her 70s, that's why she makes good sandwiches. There was a process that happened there somewhere.
And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee.
I don't like you. Yeah, exactly.
How am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask Annie.
Are you alright, Samuel?
You suit that colour, Andy.
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He is clearly hiding very little about his state of mind.
That's a good point.
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
You're not going to have to drag anything out of him, are you? Because clearly just says what he's thinking.
Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours. What does this poor vampire want?
Do you want my honest answer? He wants a reality check. He wants to leave. If he wanted to leave, he would just leave, I think. He definitely wants to complain, though. I feel like that's true. Yeah, he wants to
I
complain.
think he just wants to complain.
Perceptive, Samuel. He can hardly stop himself, can he?
Thank you.
So, what? I just let him complain?
Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better.
I hope so.
Well, if you say so.
Don't worry, Samuel. You are doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Oh, did he stop time? There was a part of me that was like, are we just having are we having this conversation in Sam's mind while this dude's just sat here going, what the hell is going on right now? Why is he not talking to me? But okay. Why didn't I think of that? You just stopped time.
Well, are you just going to sit there?
Or maybe he was just sitting there wondering what was going on.
I was just gonna ask how your trip here was.
How much we betting he's going to say something negative?
My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat.
Your familiar is like a vehicle. I'm going to need some more information on that.
I hate being a bat and I hate flying. Do you know an owl tried to eat me?
Terrible.
Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey.
Oh, fangs are out. He's really
I'm
angry
surprised he
now.
was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform.
That's a bit harsh.
All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away.
I wish I'd seen that.
Well, I suppose I'm alive, in a manner of speaking anyway.
Do you feel better now?
You all right there, pal?
Is that his way of just saying, "What? Are you okay? You done?"
Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine. I take it you read my case file and know why I'm here?
Yes. You created a drug and now you're addicted to it. Oh, crap. Oh, I didn't know you were actually going to ask me. But it's fine. The answer that I just said is there, so we're fine.
You're here for an addiction problem. Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it?
No.
Well, what's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him.
I don't know whatever piece of history that is, but I can see myself Googling that later.
Well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime.
Rude. My mental failings are amazing, aren't you?
Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that just like we can't help being dead. So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks, whatever one does to make addictions go away.
I don't think it's that easy.
Tips? Let me think.
Or addiction's easier when you're a vampire? Like, I don't... See, I think this is the... Because there aren't any. Suggest something tasty? What does that mean? Suggest a hug. I don't think he's going to go for that. Suggest a milder addiction. I mean, it'd probably work, but it's not. It's probably not the best solution. I'm going to say there's no easy solutions. Oh.
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you, but I'm here to listen.
Is he going to get mad now?
You know, I never in my life thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner, but not with a T.
That's what you took away from that.
And I know how you English love your tea.
Haha! Go on, Sam. Tea is life, though, right? Oh, no, sorry, Claire, you don't like tea, do you? You prefer coffee? I'm still like, tea's life.
Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone.
You still drink tea as a vampire? Yes.
I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing.
Nobody is above that.
I tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to? It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design, a necessary component of my own scientific goals.
Plasma. Plasma.
You're losing me.
I think I'm just about clinging on, but I reckon I'm going to predict he's about to lose me now.
Well, let me try to make it simple. I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive.
Yep, I'm gone. I'm gone. Erythrocyte? What? I also feel like I know what these words mean. Not this one. I know what these words mean, but when you put them together like that, I don't know what you're saying.
Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do.
Ligand?
I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal: synthetic blood, freedom from the hunger that plagues us, and hope for all humanity.
I feel like he could have just skipped quite a lot of that and just said, I've developed synthetic blood. And we'd all be fine with that.
Well, dang, that sounds pretty impressive, Doc. Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I am addicted to.
I lost
Pathetic,
again.
Isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace.
You bring Prometheus into this.
Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings.
Oh my god. Same, Sam, same.
Maybe you've had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre.
He's not gonna like being called compadre, is he?
Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I'm in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem.
Okay. He's letting the compadres and the partners slide a bit now. I think we're winning him over.
Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
That's a bit dramatic. What's that going to be? I feel like this is going to be something we're going to have to work out.
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
I think
There's
so.
some distortions in there, ain't there?
Mm-hmm.
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
He's got to love that.
I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure.
Tell me more about how you are a failure. Please.
But it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure. I am a realist, that's all. Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes.
I don't even know what a leukocyte is. I think you're fine. Oh, but what is... It's not that one. Disqualifying the positive? Because he's not only done that.
I don't know many people who would call working with leukocytes dabbling.
Oh, does the little, like, squelchy blood sound mean I got it right?
I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about. So
Me
unless
neither.
you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set.
I agree.
But if we consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little.
What do you mean? You created synthetic blood. I feel like to do that, you need to know about actual blood.
But you know something. Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years.
Ah, there you go. That's the spirit.
You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's get back to what you were saying, though.
Yes. Tell me about being a failure.
I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this.
Should statement.
Well, who said you should have achieved more?
I wonder if the should statements are always going to have the word should in. Or is it at some point going to trip me up?
Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work.
Who says?
And what happens if you don't? Absolutely nothing at all.
That's fine then.
Well, that's my point.
Are we on the same page here, Sam? I hope we are.
It's not as encouraging as you think it is. Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality. Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death.
Oh, that's difficult. It's all my fault, really. Is that him thinking that it's all under his control when really it's not?
So it's all your fault. You haven't come up with the perfect synthetic blood.
I'm well impressed with myself.
It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience.
Feel like this I don't. If you feel like you're the only person with the skill, the knowledge, and the experience, then you're never gonna take a break because you won't let anybody else help you because you're the only one who can do it. Like, I have known people like this. They are not happy people, and the people who work with them are also not happy people.
Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated. It sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself. Please, I am a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding. And are you ever gonna have perfect understanding?
Yeah.
No, of course not. I'm not a wizard.
It did look a little bit like Harry Potter, though. I don't know if that's supposed to make you think.
So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc?
Like a middle-aged Harry Potter, I might add.
That is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
Rude. I think that's labeling.
Now, why would you go and label yourself irrelevant? What else do you call the man who has nothing to show after 400 years?
Oh, there's a good answer to that.
By his given name. Slapping a label on yourself don't do nothing but weigh you down.
Ain't that the truth?
Well played, cowpoke. Perhaps I'm being a little dramatic.
Cowpoke. The word cowpoke in his accent.
Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made, enough to get to this point.
I feel like I could tell, or at least I feel like I'm not sure that that's an American person doing an English accent. Because I think we say progress. Like progress. And definitely do not have like that. What's it called? I want to say received pronunciation. I don't know if that's the right thing for it, but you know, like that traditional English accent. I definitely don't have that. I have a Northern English accent. I'm pretty sure we all say progress with the O in that way. Okay, I'm getting over obsessive about words now. Move on.
I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
What if he did? I reckon Andy would do that for you. Or somebody else in that club, probably.
That ain't my department, but I hear they
See?
do some of that stuff downstairs.
Called it.
Yes, yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are. But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug.
How do you think that's going to happen, though, without a little bit of the
So
therapy
what's so great
stuff?
about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive.
That sounds like some good stuff.
Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap to make me feel like a new man.
I can't relate to that. Every time I have a nap, even though like I'm really tired and I do want to sleep, every time I have a nap, especially like in the middle of the afternoon, I wake up, it doesn't matter how long the nap is, but I wake up feeling awful and then can't sleep at night. I wish a nap made me feel not like, maybe not like a new person, but I'm just not one of those people.
I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive.
Oh,
As if I'm someone else. Someone who lives.
they don't make me feel like that either.
And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed.
What's that like? No, I'm joking. But, ooh.
You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night?
This game hits a little bit too close to home sometimes.
Oh, nothing of the sort.
Is that not what you implied?
Oh well, I'm glad to hear that.
Mm.
You're assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself.
You don't sleep?
Oh wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep?
That's not good for anybody. And considering Sam's been sleeping in a coffin, that implies he sleeps. So vampires need to sleep. Getting no sleep is not good for anyone.
Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do. So you're not sleeping, and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
I agree with this to a certain extent. There's sometimes the way the world is. Depression is a sensible reaction. But not all the time. I think that's maybe this, because it's like black and white thinking.
Come on now, it's a big world out there, and different things are depressing to different people.
Every time I get an answer right, I'm like, oh, when's this gonna end?
Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call them, might even be a different degree of depressed? Very well, I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole. Mild is putting it mildly, buckaroo.
Buckaroo.
Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed.
This makes me think of that. Well, to me, it's the 90s game, Buckaroo. It just scares the shite out of me every time I play.
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
Dude, you're allowed to complain about. I mean, you were complaining fine before. Oh, what is that though? I think I'm here to be a whiner. Is that black and white thinking? This might be. I might get this one wrong. This one confuses me. No, know.
Dr. Drayne is calling himself a whiner for
Oh,
If he is trying to bully himself into being happy, he has clearly met with minimal success.
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner.
labeling?
Why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner? Is that not what I currently am?
No.
Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used. Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label.
So it's gonna be like, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you, but I call it bitching.
Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer.
No, I prefer bitching.
Moaning, whinging, bellyaching, still all just labels.
I thought you were going to say it then.
I don't believe I shall be using the term bellyaching in any case.
You're such a snob.
But as I was saying, in the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like.
What's that one? I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like. Qualifying the positive?
So you're telling me you feel good when you wake up, and then you call yourself an ignoramus?
Yeah, I thought that's what he was getting at, because he's implying that it's a bad thing.
Before you even get a chance to reflect on feeling good, you're insulting yourself. That's what I like to call disqualifying the positive.
You tell him, Sam.
I'm simply stating facts. Stating facts shouldn't impede an argument.
It's not all of the facts, though, if you're not talking about the positive as well.
What good is that fact doing anyone? It's about as useful as an empty holster. Lest I somehow forget that you were a cowboy.
Dude, he's proud of being a cowboy. Leave him alone.
About this drug, though. Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy.
He does not.
Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need and it makes you feel good. What's the problem?
There must be a problem, otherwise why would you want to stop using it?
First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides.
Here it is.
What kind of downsides? I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I also smell of blood and sex.
You're a vampire though, right? That sounds like a pretty good time. What's the problem?
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful.
Huh? God forbid you wake up wearing a football jersey.
I guess you must be having some kind of good time. That is not my idea of a good time.
But if you wake up feeling free and alive, it clearly is a good time.
I'm Dr. Drayne. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster.
Why is he one or the other? My God.
I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood.
I think you find that you say that coitus.
It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things. Well, I should be better at it.
See, now I'm like, it says should in it. It is a should statement.
You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell you.
Does it, Andy?
You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself.
Oh. I don't think I've got anything to add to that statement.
Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? Now adding confidence to my already considerable list of faults.
My mind didn't spring to incontinence, actually.
I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that. But who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts?
Yourself.
I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years.
You got like a double should in there.
It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is you. You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know it.
He's so cute.
Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again.
Oh, giving him homework. You should love that.
And be good to yourself, alright, partner? Don't feel like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff. Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all. Is that actually gonna happen, though?
Damn. Such confidence.
It might. You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you?
Easy. Easy.
I was thinking about it. Alright, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion.
Oh, that's
all I'm
funny.
asking.
I might.
I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind. You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am. Yes, well, that is certainly true. Very well. I shall do some
Dude!
as much as our kind can reflect.
You don't make yourself very likable. Don't go around saying that you're smarter than other people. It's not
I shall see you
nice.
in precisely 4 weeks, then. Farewell, Sam.
Oh. Oh, you got a repeat customer.
Masterfully done, Samuel. I knew you would-
Achievements! Completed your first client session. I'm guessing there's like going to be a little bit here after the client. But I think I'll probably, yeah, I'll try and judge it, but I'll end it after this client. And then if I stream this game again, then we'll start, I assume, with the next client. So, just because I've been streaming for 2.5 hours at this point. So yeah, plus I potentially might be back later. Maybe. Potentially with some multiplayer stuff, but we'll see. So I just want to give myself some time to have something proper to eat in case I do end up coming back.
Well, that was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip. It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Oh my god, it's so cute. I'm just going to keep saying that.
Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling. But also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin.
Yeah.
Next week you shall see a new...
Nice cozy night, that.
I think there will be an interesting challenge for you.
Oh yeah, I think this is probably a good stopping point
I
then.
bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Good evening, Andy.
You too, Andy. Well, I guess it's time I got me some grub.
Think I'm gonna end it here, unless it's gonna like launch into something.
Well, that's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already.
Yeah, I end it there.